Welcome back to my speaking podcast, fan. This is boy Dog Side Darryl Dog Wayne Darryl. Happy Memorial Day for all of those that you are out there celebrating Memorial Day. We back at it, giving you another good episode, great episode. We got a lot of sports and a lot of little things to talk about, but we're just gonna get right into it. It may not always be right, it may not always be wrong.
But you're always gonna get our mouths depending on what we're speaking on.
With that being said, man, I saw you post the epic comeback by the Knicks, man.
Yeah, I bet you did. Cause you've been hyping them up. You've been hyping them up, and I told you. I said, listen, Nick did two things that I told you that had to happen, that everybody knew supposed to happen. You cannot play 7 players. Yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, he played McBride a lot. He played number 44, which is Lambert. He played him a lot. He played he played like 12 minutes. That's good enough. Then he played DeLon Wright. He played him like 12, 13 minutes.
Okay.
So he went into and then he changed the lineup. Mitchell Robinson started instead of Josh Hart. So the thing is, and I looked at it and I realized what's happening with them is when you got Brunson and you got Cat out there, those are two OG, Hart, and Bridges are the defense players.
Defensive, yeah.
So when you took Hart out, it didn't hurt. But what it is I realized when they got Towns and they got good as Brunson is on the offensive end, he's not as good as on the defensive end, and it hurts him. So what happened is he took him out and then he brought Hart in and took Brunson out, and they couldn't. When I said the Knicks clamped them, the Knicks put the clamps on them. Cat Williams had 20 points in the fourth quarter. Indiana had 20 the whole quarter itself. So I've been telling you, and I've been telling you, Indiana's a good team. They're not a great team, but they got hot at the right time.
Don't let that 120-point cat outburst in the fourth quarter for you. Hey, he is what he is. You ain't gonna never see that no more. You just believe that. You ain't gonna see that no more from him. You ain't gonna see that no more from him. That hey, he just like waves in the ocean, man. He go crashing on the rocks. He gonna go crashing on the rocks, man. Cause he definitely gonna be shooting. He know what he gonna do on this game, the next game to play. Watch him start shooting them threes left and right. Cause he think, oh yeah, I'm the man. I can go ahead and start. Instead of going down low, getting them buckets, getting the Pacers in foul trouble. And the Knicks was in foul trouble early. Brunson had about 4 days. They had to say about he had 4 fouls in almost the first half, right? I know he had 3 definitely. McBride had 3. So the Knicks was in foul trouble. I don't know why the Pacers wouldn't kept going pushing the ball down low and kept kept putting them in foul trouble, getting put on the line. So hey, it is what it is, man. Hey, like you said, man, every dog get a shot, man.
Well, I mean, I had picked New York. I had picked New York before the series started.
Man, you might well go and change it. You might go back to the Pacers.
I didn't get him a shot after the first 2 games in New York. But for them to come back to win like that could put a lot of doubt in their head going into tomorrow night. Okay.
So you trying to say so you saying the Knicks got a chance to win the series?
Yeah.
Well, goddamn.
Yeah.
Well, you might well go down to the MGM, man, and put some money on that
thing. I'm looking at it from a basketball standpoint, not of who has been hot. You gotta understand, out of the teams in the East, let's be real. Let's just be honest about the whole scenario. We don't have a dominant team like how we had a Golden State or we had a Boston a couple years ago. We don't have that in the Eastern Conference. We don't have a dominant team. Cleveland was number 1 seed, but we see what happened to them. They folded. Boston, Tatum got hurt. When Tatum got hurt, that knocked them out completely. You looking at the Knicks. The Knicks, when they got Mikal Bridges in the offseason, I kept saying they got 3 defenders who can defend anybody. OG, Hart, and Mikal Bridges.
True.
So, and then you bring Mitchell Robinson in, that's another 4th defender. So I'm at the point, you can't sit there and tell me that Indiana, I think what's going to happen to Indiana, and I believe this wholeheartedly, I think they done peaked, and they peaked, and I think that's it.
You must be crazy, boy. Hey, boy, I don't know what kind of rice Christian trees you eating, but you better stop eating that thing, boy, because you got a lot of sugar in it, man. You mean to tell me this one game the Knicks did, then got you to the point where, thinking that the Knicks going to come back and win the game, win the series?
Okay, let me ask you this. Who got more pressure on the next game? Is Indiana or is it New York?
New York.
How?
Because everybody was expecting New York to win.
Indiana's in the driver's seat. Indiana's supposed to be in the driver's seat. 2 games at home.
They ain't got no pressure on them. You try to believe that.
Okay.
Ain't no pressure on them.
Okay.
It's just one game. Trust
All
and
right.
believe. If the Knicks tie this series up, then we'll see what happens. But if the Knicks lose, go down 3-1, you might, hey man, you might go ahead and get your Luna fall and go ahead and wrap up your plate for your to go plate. Cause that's when New
Okay.
York going to go plate. You know when you
All
go
right.
to the cookout, you get to the go plate together.
Okay.
Hey, go and
Okay.
get to go plate
Okay.
together.
Okay.
You
Like
ain't
I
gonna never see
say,
that happen, man.
all right. Hey, we never seen a team go down. We done seen a team, never seen a team go down 3-0 and win. But they were just
True.
down 2-0. They were down 2-0. Now it's
True.
2-1.
It could be
Now to
3-1.
me,
It could be 3-1 after.
all the pressure to me goes to Indiana because now Indiana
Nah.
know if they lose this game, now it's a best out of 3 series now. And
True.
in New York gonna get 2 to 3 games at home. I
That don't
still
mean
take my
nothing.
chances
Hey,
at home.
they're the first 2 games at home are still lost, man.
Yeah,
That
but
don't
I
mean
still
nothing.
would take my chances at home. I would take my chances at home.
Home field advantage, like you said, ain't no dominant team in the East, so home field
No,
advantage don't
but
mean nothing.
I still would
That
take my
don't mean
chances at
nothing.
home. I'll still take my
Nah.
chances sleeping in my bed, being at home. I
Yeah,
take my
okay.
chances.
Yeah,
But
you good.
I'm not saying New York going to win. But all the pressure's on Indiana tomorrow night to
No,
win.
you said earlier that you think New York can win the series.
I
If
do.
they win,
I
well,
do.
well,
But you got to go one game at a time. They have to have a, and you got to look at last night was a game 7 to New York. It was only game 3 to Indiana. Game 7 to New York, because New York knows if they go down 0-3, it's over. So they had to play like,
true.
so they need to come out tomorrow night with the same urgency as like a game 7.
Ain't
And
gonna
Indiana
happen.
got to come out there. But guess what? Indiana came out there in the first half when they went up 20. They were throwing lobs and showing their shirt. I was like, okay.
Okay. Hey, it is what it is, and that might be the thing that make Indiana say, okay, we can see that we got to go ahead and kill these cats, put our foot on their neck. You know what I'm saying? So that you ain't trusting Liz. They ain't
You can
gonna.
do that when you have a great team. Like I keep telling you, they're not a team that you're supposed to fear.
You
When
ain't
I
got
and
to fear. It
I
ain't
told
about fearing. You see, that's the
and I
thing. It
told
ain't
you this.
about fearing nobody no more, man.
I told you this what 2 or 3 episodes ago. Charlotte
What?
Hornets won 19 games this year. 3 of the
Mm-hmm.
games they beat Indiana. The same team is winning. I
So we're
told you
sort of
this
that. We're sort of that.
at home. Like I
Okay,
say,
then.
so no, but my point of that is they're not a dominant team. They're not.
That's the regular season, man. Regular season don't
It
count for
doesn't
nothing.
matter. It doesn't
Yes, it
matter.
do. Regular season don't count for nothing.
So
Regular
Charlotte
season
beat
don't count for nothing.
so Charlotte beat them 3 times on me squad.
That don't mean nothing. That don't
Okay.
mean nothing. If that was the case, Charlotte would have been in the playoffs.
Well, they only won 19 games, but 3 of them games against
Exactly.
Indiana.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. It don't mean nothing.
All
Regular season
right.
don't mean nothing. We already see that. Postseason is where it counts. Postseason is where you put all your chips and all your
But
eggs
like
in
I
the basket.
say, let's see. This is going to show me what kind of moxie they got, what kind of kahunas they got. If they done went down and got, when they went to sleep last night, they looking at each other like, hey man, they going to the gym today like, hey man, pressure on us tomorrow night to ball out. Them Hart didn't have no good game. Al Turner didn't have no good game. Stockton didn't really do a whole lot. That's what I'm saying, see? This is what I'm
So
saying.
okay, so hey, so everybody have a bad game every now and then. So how many times you think they're gonna have a bad game?
We'll see tomorrow
I'll
night.
wait.
We'll see
I'll wait.
tomorrow night. We
Yeah,
will see
you ain't
tomorrow
got to
night.
worry about that. You ain't got to worry about New York winning the 4 games. I mean, 3 more games. You ain't got to worry about that. You trust me, leave that. That ain't gonna happen, man. It
Okay.
is what it is, but it
All
ain't gonna
right.
happen. Hey, man, like I said, every dog catch a bone every now and then. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
Okay.
every now and then you might catch you a big fish on your last little red worm. You know what I'm saying? You might have a night crawler. You know, you might catch a catfish every now and then. You know what I'm saying? They call it catfish now. You know, they put that night crawler on there. Hey, man, they call it a big one, man. They call it a big 20-pound catfish. That's what the Nick did. They call it 20-pound catfish. They ain't gonna catch them no more. You just believe that. Ain't too many
All right.
breaking catfishes in the
Hey,
river,
well,
man.
listen, I can't wait to the same conversation they played Tuesday night. Today, Monday.
Okay.
I can't wait to see Wednesday what happens if New York beat them. And hear what you say. If they
I
ain't
mean,
called the catfish
it's
by
still
then, what they
at,
call the
at
shark?
the end of the day, it's still a 7-game series. So,
Yeah, but you're not giving New York no chance of winning this series. None.
and I ain't. Yeah,
Okay.
I ain't.
Okay.
Who else giving them a chance?
I said before the series started, I had New York and OKC in the championship. That's what I got.
They ain't right. And I told you I had Indianapolis because Indianapolis got that battery in their back. They got something to prove. They
Oh,
don't win to every. They don't win to every. They what Indianapolis is what the 3 seed, the 4 seed,
4C.
4 seed. Okay, then knock out the number 1. About to knock out the whatever Nick was. Nick was number 3.
Yep.
Okay, about to take out the number 3.
And Milwaukee was the 5th seed,
Hey
but
man.
they were playing injured and hurt.
Yeah. Hey, but like how you say, as long as you put on as long as you dress, you can play, right? And
But I'm saying Damian Lillard was out though. Damian Lillard got hurt this
yeah,
series. That was it. He
yeah,
got
that's what I'm
hurt.
saying.
He
Yeah,
got hurt. So that's different now. You taking away a superstar for Milwaukee. He got hurt. I'm just saying. I'm just speaking the facts now.
And Tatum got hurt too. So if Tatum didn't get hurt, you
Yeah.
think New York would have
In New
won that
York,
series?
New York put them in the put them in the 6 feet under.
If Tatum didn't get hurt, New York wasn't winning that series.
We don't. You going by if ands buts now? We don't know that.
That's the same thing. But you just not said Damian Lillard was hurt.
I didn't say Indiana. I didn't say Milwaukee gonna win. I say, but Damian Lillard got hurt. He got injured. He was out for the rest of the series.
True.
We don't know what happened with Boston.
We all know that if Tatum didn't get hurt, New York wouldn't win.
We all know that. I don't know that.
You know that. They wasn't winning that series, man. But anyway, we know we got the game tonight. We got the Wolves and we got the OKC. What do you think the Wolves got to do tonight? You think they're gonna tie it up, or what you think?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
I believe so. I believe that this is OKC is again. They're a great regular season team, but when you match them and you break it down in the postseason, you can figure out matchups. You can start seeing what you can do. You gotta understand. They got a Batman. They don't have a Robin really.
True.
And so what they did game 3 was they made sure to keep that lane bottled up. Because he like to get into the lane, get the mid range.
Yeah.
He can get into the lane. He got to have somebody like Chet Holmgren is still a year away from me. I'm looking at him. He's still a year away.
Yeah.
He's small, frail.
Yeah.
Hartenstein is going to give you rebounds and shots. Russo can score a little bit here and there. They really don't have a lot of scores, even though people they blow people out because of their defense, not necessarily offense. Their defense starts their offense up and gets their offense going. So they don't have somebody that you can go to down there besides Shea in the half court, give him the ball, he gonna score. Cause Lou Jordan's not no really good shooter. He a okay shooter, but so it's going to come down. I think with OKC, it's 7-game series. They got home field, they'll win. That's how I figure they're going to the finals. And if they get to the finals, I pick them still because they have home court advantage.
I'll give it to you that, I like OKC, but then like how you say now, when you got these 7-game series, man, and teams can really dial in on you and really game plan on you, it's not like the regular season where you play one game, you might not see them maybe 5, 6, 7 games down the road. You know what I'm saying? When a team got a chance to just dial up on you and ain't got to worry about watching no film from no other players or no other team, that's when coaching comes in. That's when, like I say, your stars and like I say, your Batman, whoever got the Batman come in and can really say, okay, I can get my points this way. Okay, hey, if we press them, if we put our defense on this person right here on the superstar, we need to push them to the 3-point line, or maybe don't even let them come in the lane, just like how you say SGA is. Don't let SGA come in the lane. Let them go ahead and see if they can hit them threes, because we all know 3-point shooting, hey, it could be you could be on one day, you can be off the next. So it's not a consistent thing with the 3-point shot. So definitely, if you go into the lane, how SJ been doing, go to the lane, getting fouls and stuff, that's how he was getting his points. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when they're bottling up that lane, they're putting that zone defense in there. Now we can see where this coaching come in at.
It's gonna be pivotal to see what they coach do tonight to try to combat that 2-1-2. And it's not a regular 2-1-2. They doing it almost like it right at the 3-point line.
Yeah.
So they extending them out, and then they'll make sure they balling it in. So we got it's almost now like college days. You got to figure out how to get past that 2-1-2.
Exactly.
Yep. You got to make sure you got to put your best shooters out there. And I know they got Wiggins on the bench. They got Joe on the bench. They got some guys that can come in and shoot threes, but it's easy. Like I said, it's easy to shoot threes and stuff in the regular season game because you know you have another game the next night.
Exactly.
It ain't as easy when you got pressure on you. They always say pressure bust a pipe, but let's see who can step up tonight and help out SGA, because we know Ant-Man, he does have Randall that can hit shots. He got Nas Reed, who finally made the president known in this series.
Yeah,
but,
he can hit shots.
But SGA gonna need help. And like I said, at the end of the day, I still got them coming out of the 7-game series because they have home court advantage. True. And even when they get to the finals, if it's New York or if it's Indiana, I still got OKC because they got home court advantage.
Yeah.
They know how to win. They're the one of the teams. The end of these teams, if you notice, out the end of these teams in the playoffs, they dominate at home.
Yeah.
I think they lost one game to Denver in the Western Conference semifinals.
Yeah.
Other than that, they've been destroying. They beat Memphis by 50-something one game. They cleaned out Denver by almost 40-something. They knocked them out. So they know how to get you in the building with those people. And that atmosphere in OKC is not like nobody else. It's like a college atmosphere in a pro establishment. They got a college atmosphere. So my thing is, OKC still to me is clear cut the head and shoulders to me winning the championship. But they got to go through it. They got to go through it.
Yeah, I like OKC too, but like I say, given a 7-game series between OKC, like I said, OKC come out the West. I said I'm giving it to Indiana come out the East. That's gonna be a good series because they both match up so well against each other.
Yeah, but but OKC is unlike any of these teams. If they get up 20 at home like Cleveland and New York, Indiana not gonna beat them.
But hey, we all know. Hey, you gotta think about it. These playoffs, we done seen a lot of 20-point games this year.
But you haven't seen OKC give it up. That's what I'm saying. OKC is different from any other teams you're talking about. All right, you gotta understand something too. They have been the best team this whole entire year.
True.
This ain't Cleveland. This ain't New York. This ain't Boston. It ain't none of ain't no LA. Ain't none of the other teams.
I like OKC too now. But
OKC, if Indiana still getting there, I'm still putting my money on OKC.
The only reason why I said OKC.
There you go. You been riding Indiana. You need to go get your Indiana jersey. You been riding their coattails all year long. Well, not all year. You been riding.
I told you that during the playoffs. Hey, man.
Yeah, you been riding them since the playoffs style. You been riding them hard.
When they put that battery in his back, man, I said, man, hey, man.
So, hold on. So, you talking about Halliburton. That's what you saying, putting the battery in his back. So,
they put the battery in the team back.
But so
they're like, hey, man, our homeboy, hey, man, he know, because you got to think about it, man. When they're looking, they're like, dang, they think that about you, bro. You know what I'm saying? So now they're like, hey, man, we're going to show and prove. You know what I'm saying? That's probably like a little rallying point for them. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, we're going to show and prove, man, that, you know, it
don't change my attitude. It don't change my mindset because
it ain't about your mindset. It's
he's
about
good.
That team mindset.
He's good. He's a good player. But is he a superstar? No. By any stretch of the imagination, no.
Hey, but guess what? It ain't matter about him being a superstar in your mind. That don't matter. It's matter about them saying that he's a superstar.
Okay.
And he got to go out there and show and prove. And like how you say, he been showing and proving. Hey, everybody can say what they want to say. At the end of the day, hey, man, he said he coming to get his culture cycle. Remember how Wu-Tang Clan, man?
I know Wu-Tang Clan, So you put as Halliburton a superstar?
He ain't there yet.
Okay.
But
I just want to know.
Be one. He can be one, definitely be one.
Yeah, he can.
But I want how you go ahead, my bad. And how
go ahead. What you about to say?
And how you get to a superstar level is during the playoffs. This time, hey, okay, I'm about to show y'all.
Playoff time, he done. But listen, you can't explain to me. These are his peers that say he was overrated. Not me, his peers.
That's what I'm saying.
His peers. And they see him on the regular. They say he's overrated.
Okay. See that? Okay, cool.
But like I say, there's a lot of players in the league I think overrated. I would look at him first and say I would think he's overrated. But it's some guys I can name right now I think is overrated, but I ain't gonna get into that because that ain't neither here or there. So,
true.
But I want to switch gears right quick, man. Found out today that Caitlin Clark will be out 2 weeks. With a quad injury. They say she went into the training camp with this injury.
She was out, yeah.
They say she was already hurting going into the season with this injury, but they say it's the other one. It's not the same one. It's the other one. I'm assuming.
Oh, okay. So
that's what I read right.
You think herself?
She might be. I mean, like I said, man, she right now when the Liberty played the other day, that was another sellout. Right now, she's putting butts in them seats. The WNBA has a buzz that hasn't had the buzz in a long time. So I appreciate what she's doing. I take the race card out of it. I'm looking at her as a basketball player, not because of her skin color or none of that. She can flat out shoot that ball.
And just like I say, my bad. Just like how many you were saying, last year, it ain't even about her skin color. She like how you said, she can flat out play. She can shoot the rock. She can assist. She rebounds. She play pretty good defense.
Now, the other day they got beat by New York at home because Cloud.
The Cloud stole the ball. Yeah,
she stole the ball at the end. But see, the only thing about Caitlin still, to me, I think they got her in the wrong position because she's not a true point guard. No. She's just like almost Steph. And I mean by this, Steph turns the ball over a lot too.
Yeah.
He's a point guard because of his height and stuff. They got to put him in the point. But they're both two guards to me.
Two guards, yeah.
And she has the ball and she makes a lot of unforced errors. She had 10 turnovers the other day. Yeah. She had 20-something points. She had, I think, 10 assists with 10 turnovers. You can't have your point guard making 10 turnovers, so they got to clean that up. But like I say, New York is still looking like the team they would look like last year.
Yeah.
But I got to say this. I know everybody was talking about the Angel Reese and Kayla Clark thing. Chicago Sky is 0-3, 0-4. Hey, man. Now, I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not even giggling about this. Reese needs to work on her game tremendously with somebody in the post. She misses way too many layups, way too many putbacks, and it looks like the way she plays like she's unorthodox. You don't know if she's shooting on right with her left hand or her right hand. And I'm not saying the young lady can't play, but I'm just saying it's something missing, and I don't know. I'm not taking it to. I'm not taking it nowhere else, but she got her. She's almost like a megastar outside the WNBA because she got all these Sports Illustrated. She got a lot of stuff she's doing, and she's making a lot of money off of the WNBA. Now I'm all for the women making their money. I'm all for that. But at some point in time,
You gotta get in the lab.
you got to get out in front of the camera. You got to get out in front of Sports Illustrated and all these commercials you make with Shaq. You got to put in some work into your game because what's going to happen to her, and I hate to see this, is they're going to start looking at her game in totality. Be like, we giving her all these sponsorships and all this stuff, but her game is just basic. I mean, just a regular, there's nothing really to it. So watching her game, her team is 0-4, if I'm not mistaken. When I say they get blown out every game. So she got to really sit back and say, herself, like, hey, do I need to pull back from some of these sponsorships to get my game to that level, or are you going to just fade out? I mean, I'm just looking at it because I'm concerned about her game. And I seen something early on social media. Somebody, and I should have sent it to you, and I probably sent it to you after this. Somebody had was mocking her. It was a guy, and he was missing a lot of layups.
But I think I've seen that one,
And I'm saying to myself, like, yo, the internet is going in on her now, saying that, hey, her game is not really where it should be. And I think she needs to put more work into it. Like how Kayla Clark, that was break between the Olympics. When Kayla Clark came back from the Olympics and she didn't make the Olympic team, she said it's going to be a different game. She showed everybody it was different. So that's what I want to see from Angel Reese. Put some work in, put some time in, and show that you love this game the way that you did in college before you start getting all these sponsors. That's the only thing. And I'm not even criticizing her. I'm just critiquing what I'm seeing I'm watching it from a fan. I'm not critiquing her. I'm not picking at her in no way, shape, or form.
It's not criticism. It's what you're seeing. It's a legit concern. You know what I'm saying? All you putting in that time in the lab. All you working on your craft. You know what I'm saying? And like how you saying, she got all these sponsorships. I can't say what it is because like I said, we're not in her position, so we don't know. But it's a thing about time management.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying because you get pulled too many. You get pulled over here, over here, over here. I mean, just like how she was at the summer league games when the men were playing, when she was with Jaylen Brown when they was in Vegas. I'm saying sometimes you got to take time out for yourself. If it's 2, 3, 4 weeks, go in the gym and you in the gym and you working out daily. But this also go back to the mentality of the Kobe Bryants. Do you want to be great or you want to just be a good person in the WNBA and you ain't putting that work in? Like Asia Wilson, I can see Asia Wilson body when even though she wasn't never big at USC, she is even slimmer now. You can see her tone of her face. She got a Nike endorsement. She got shoes. She's shooting threes now. She putting the work in. This is what I'm talking about. Put the work in because when you put the work in, the endorsements are still gonna come.
Yeah, all that other stuff gonna come. Yeah.
And I think the last thing I want to touch on, man, everybody know I'm big on baseball. Friday night, I sat right here. I had goosebumps. Ronald Coon Jr. came back from being missing a whole year. He had tore his ACL up. And when he got to the plate, he took his hat off, tipped the cap to the Braves fans. They were standing up for him. The very first pitch of the game for him, the very first pitch, he hit it 467 feet out of the stadium. And he was shaking his head running around. I said, this dude just missed a whole year and come back in a home run. I say that the next day, which was Saturday, the next day, he come up again in the 5th inning, hit a 2-run home again. I'm like, this dude is unreal. This was giving me goosebumps about certain people like Shea Otani, Aaron Judge. You have some guys out there right now are just superstars. They are better. Like me, you can wake up in baseball, even though you bigger than me, stronger than me, whatever. We get out there, my skill set might be 100 times better than yours. And this is what Ronald Acuna, Braves been playing all year long, struggling all year long. This guy come back up, the first pitch he see, 467 feet. I'm saying to myself, the next day, he got another home run. And granted, now, mind you, They supposed to play him sparingly to try to make sure he don't overexert himself.
Yeah.
He played again yesterday. Here's another double off the wall. I'm like, this is, and that's why I'm going down there 4th of July weekend. I'm so happy now I'm going down there. I get to see Ronald Coon Jr. in person. Cause last year he was gone. He had told us when I went up.
Yeah.
So this is what I get excited about. I'm glad the young man is back. Hope he stay healthy for the rest of his career. Put it up. Like I say, people that know me, I'm a baseball fan. I'm going to have to throw my tidbits in. But like I said, I had to give my shout out to Ronald Coon Jr.
Yeah, man.
I'll be down there 4th of July to see him play that Friday. I'll be down there acting on 4th of July to watch him live in Atlanta to see him in person. So hopefully he's still healthy when I get down there. I'm going to have my Ronald Coon jersey on, my hat on, and ready to rock and roll with them Braves.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Yeah, shout out to Ronald Coon Jr., man. I hope he stay healthy for the rest of the year.
Oh, and shout out to Cornell today. I was still here for it's Memorial.
To my the championship, they won the
I was
championship.
watching lacrosse. I was watching lacrosse, and this dude named Kirsch.
He had 6 goals.
Listen, dude was a monster. They ended up beating Maryland 13-10.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, I'm just sitting there saying to myself, like, you gotta understand, I'm a sports fanatic. So if I can sit down and I ain't gotta work for all day, I'm watching everything. I was watching tennis today. I was watching the senior PGA yesterday. I was watching all weekend. I was watching just sports. So, and even tonight, the Hurricanes, they might go ahead and pack their bag while they're in Florida. Because I hate to say this to the Hurricane fans out there.
How can you say that? How can you say that for the Hurricane, but you can't say that for the Knicks? Come on, man. We in Carolina.
We are. But hey, you know that old song say, get your hat, your coat, and you leave. Listen, they got beat the first 2 games at home in Raleigh. They got blew out both games by Florida Panthers. Went down there, Florida Panthers beat them 5-0, game 3. Game 4 tonight. So listen, what do you think they looking at each other in the locker room saying while they in the locker room for the game come out tonight 8 o'clock? Hey dog, we'll see y'all next year, man. Hey, it was a good season. It was a good season.
You ain't giving our Hurricanes a chance, man?
Yeah, get a chance to get back home safe. They get back home safe. Get that flight back from Florida, they get back home safe. Cause listen, it's a done deal. Hey, you know the boys be doing this in football when they lock somebody down. Hey, lock it down. It's a lockdown. It's a wrap, man. It's a wrap, man. So, I want to tell everybody, man, everybody have a great rest of Memorial Day. We in Charlotte. Today weather, man, look like it's just nasty, cloudy.
Doom and gloom, man.
Yeah, I swear, I was going to get up and go fishing in the morning, man, but I got up, I'm like, I ain't let me feel it, man. The weather had me like, I ain't going nowhere. I ain't left the house all day.
This would have been a good time to go, too, man. You probably hit everything would have been biting.
Hey, man, somebody been biting me, a snake or something. I'm like, I'm scared today.
Whatever, man. Yeah, shout out to Cornell, man, the Big Red. Like I said, this first lacrosse championship since 1977, I think.
Yeah, 40-something years.
1977, yeah, 40-something years.
Something like that, yeah. So they won, man, like I say. So, and they also baseball, college baseball is going to start the playoffs.
Let me ask you a question. I know I had something to ask you about that. They got Vanderbilt #1. It's because they beat, but then Arkansas got a better record. Did they beat Arkansas head to head?
If I'm not mistaken, I think Vanderbilt might have won the tournament. If I'm not mistaken, it's tournament.
Okay. I'm not.
But I do know that your school, Coastal Carolina, is hosting a regional down there too.
Yeah, hosting a regional.
I saw that. The Catamounts, they got a good team this year. So
they got a good team.
Watch out. Carolina's hosting the region. Auburn is hosting the region. Oregon hosting the region. I watched the selection show today, and then I missed the last couple of regions. But all I know is college baseball season. So now this is when you're gonna get to the regional. Then you get the super regional. Then you go into Omaha. So that time of year, man. So like I say, even the girls in softball, they're going into the playoffs. So like I say, we done touched on every sports. They just go to show you, man. I watch sports. My partner, we watch sports. So
I'm watching that. Yeah, I'm watching a lot of lacrosse. I had like that lacrosse. The Big Red winning today.
Hey, man, I was gonna say after a while, man. I was looking at the game like, hey, somebody need to go. They need to pull the last dude on Maryland team out. Just gonna take him out. He whooping them by himself.
Yeah, by himself, man.
He was like a la Jordan.
He ain't had no goals the last game. They say he didn't.
Yeah, but he was like a la Jordan. He say a la Jordan. The last game, I'm going to step it up. That what Jordan do. So
yeah,
that what Mike do. Yeah. But like I say, man, we finna get ready to watch this game for Oklahoma City, Minnesota tonight. Hit that like, subscribe, comment button. And to my mama, thank you so much for getting the footage down to Greenville for the car show this weekend. Thank you so much for that was down there. Didn't know they really do that in Greenville, but I'm about to go next year because I didn't know. And coming up June 6th through the 8th in Charlotte. No, June 5th through the 7th in Charlotte. Taste of Charlotte is going to be downtown. I will be going downtown getting footage. I will be going down there that weekend because I've never been to Taste of Charlotte to
You
show
never
people
been?
out there in the world.
I've been there before. I've been there before, like probably like maybe 3 years ago.
Yeah,
I was out there.
I've never been in. So like I say, but now we got a podcast.
You ain't gonna like
Get
it.
out,
You
huh?
ain't gonna like it. You ain't gonna like it.
Hey,
You wanna tell you why? I'm gonna tell you
what?
why you ain't gonna like it. Cause when that heat bounce off that asphalt.
Hey, I ain't saying be down that long. I said I'm going out and get footage. I ain't say long. So you missed the key word. I'm going to get footage. I didn't say I'm gonna be down there all day. You didn't hear me say that, boy.
You got about 30 seconds of footage. And you
And
like,
look,
hold
and
on,
it starts from 11 o'clock that morning to 11 o'clock that night. So you know I ain't gonna be out there doing the nighttime. So I got to go down there doing the daytime because nighttime that was stuff happening at night. So I'm going down doing the daytime.
man.
I wish
And,
the day is the perfect day to be down to Taste Solid. The day would have been the perfect day.
oh my goodness, man.
Yeah, man, but
Yeah.
listen, hey, make sure y'all hit that like, subscribe, comment button, man. Hey, we're gonna chop it up with you. We're gonna bring you some more. And let's see if my man is right. If Indiana's gonna dominate New York game 4, let's see if Minnesota get tied up tonight. We're gonna get back at y'all. We're gonna holler at y'all later, man. Peace out on this Memorial Day.
Peace out, man. Y'all have a happy Memorial Day.
All right, man.
All right.